Hey guys, so I'm back with another video today. I'm here with Harley and I'll be showing you guys pretty much the basics on how to take care of a green cheek conure. So let's get into the video.
I wonder what went wrong today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger between the words to say, eh? To say the words to remember. Now we're...
So like with any animal, you want to make sure that they have fresh food and water every day. You want to make sure that the males stay trimmed. We'll get into the food a little bit later in this video. But concerning wings, it's really up to you whether you want to clip the wings or not. Some people say it's safer when you do clip them. Some people say it's not natural and birds should be able to fly. Harley's wings are clipped. Harley's wings are clipped. I had them clipped because she would fly away from me all the time and it was really annoying to catch her. But now she's fine, so when her wings do grow back, like when her feathers grow back, I'll have her keep them like that so that she can fly around. She never had an issue with flying in the house. I guess it really depends on the animal. She doesn't fly into windows, she doesn't fly into the walls, so it's fine for her. If your bird does fly into the walls, it would be better to keep their wings clipped. And of course, if you want to take your bird outside, clipped wings would be the way to go, because if your bird is flighted, it's gonna leave and not listen to you, obviously, if you call it back. You can always practice calling your bird back at home. Some people do that and then their birds are flighted and they take them outside and they come back, which is great. But of course, you really need to know what you're doing if you want to do that, because your bird is going to fly away and never come back. Now, as for cage sizes, of course, bigger is better. I think my cage is a pretty decent size. I wouldn't go much smaller. Maybe a little bit smaller would be okay, but when your cage is smaller, you're very limited as to what kind of toys you can put in the cage, and the more toys the better, because they're very interactive birds. And that is another thing. If you don't have time to spend with your bird, I don't suggest getting a conure, because they're very social and they like to interact with people. So if you can't take it out very much, I wouldn't go with a conure. So Harley's cage is 30 inches tall. It's about 20 inches like wide, and then I think it's 18 inches deep. So that's a pretty decent size for a conure, just one conure of course. If you want to get two, I've heard it was okay, but of course you'd need a much bigger cage, and it's better when you have two conures that were already living together. So if they're siblings or something like that, I wouldn't really recommend having one conure and then a long time after getting another one, because they might not get along. If they do, that's great, but if they don't, then obviously don't keep them together. So like I said, conures are very interactive birds, so the more toys the better. It's also a really good idea to change the toys out of the cage very often. I do it about once a week when I clean her cage. I switch all the toys and I switch the setup around, because then it gives her something different to do, which is really good. It's also a good idea to maybe get toys for foraging and stuff like that, so she could look for her food. That's also a really good idea. Now, regarding noise, green cheek conures are not known to be very noisy. I mean, Harley is not. Sometimes she'll scream while she's in her cage because she wants to come out. I don't recommend taking them out at that time, because of course you're reinforcing that screaming behavior. So normally I just wait for her to calm down. Then when she's calm, I take her out, and she's out literally all day. They're not very talkative birds. Especially not the females. I mean, the males, I think they can talk more, but Harley, she just imitates like a kissing sound, and that's pretty much it. If you're getting a conure expecting it to talk like an African grey, you'll be sadly disappointed. So regarding the diet, this is what I give Harley. It's Tropican, parrot food, lifetime formula, whatever. This is what I give her. It smells like bubblegum. Yeah, this is it. Although I also give her this concentrated vitamin mineral supplement by Prime. I'll show you guys a close-up after. But of course, it's always a good idea to give them a big variety in their food, so you can cut up fruits and vegetables. That's really healthy for them. I give her sometimes seeds as treats. She loves broccoli. And do your research on what you can and can't give them. I'm really doing like a basic video, so I'm not going to go into detail of what you can and can't give them, but there's the obvious things like avocados that you can't give them and stuff like that. So like I said earlier, just make sure that they always have fresh food, so her bowl is always filled with this. And then every like 2 to 3 days I'll give her her fruits and veggies. And then, like I said, I supplement her food with this. I heard different stories about what kind of diet to give, but she's doing well on this. There's nothing wrong with her, so this is what I'm going to keep doing because it's working for her. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little tour of Harley's cage. I think it's pretty interactive. I think it's pretty nice, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that. So this is Harley's cage. She has an option to come down here. She has a little perch with a toy. And then she also has the option to come up here. And then she has another little toy with a bell. And then inside she has her little bed. And then, you know, her toys. And she's got another perch back here. She's got a toy here. And then she has this little bridge thing that I thought was really cool. And then here she's got another perch, which is a little bit dirty, I apologize. She's got a toy hanging from her little bridge. She's got a little ladder. And then there's a perch down here. And then there's a toy over here, which she really likes. She really likes the wood. Yeah. So of course she's got her food and her water. So what I do is once a week I'll rub this down with a cloth and then change this, and then obviously clean this part. And yeah, this is pretty much her cage. I think it's quite nice. I changed it, I think it was yesterday or the day before, so yeah, that's it. Now, like most parrots, conures live quite a while. Don't expect to get a conure and it only live 5 years if you're, of course, taking care of it correctly. It's going to live much longer than that. I think it's really sad when people buy a bird, especially birds like conures and the larger birds, and cockatiels even. They bond with their owners very much, and then people just don't want to take care of them or don't have the time anymore, and just sell them or give them away. I don't think that's right because of the fact that they bond so much with their person. So make sure that this is really what you're looking for and that this is really what you want, because I have heard stories of birds getting really depressed when they have to change homes. So it's better for your bird to just have one home and stay there, you know what I mean? So my tip is to just do as much research as you can and make sure that a green cheek conure is right for you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like I said, this is a very basic video for conure care, well, green cheek conure care. So of course, do your research before buying an animal. Make sure it's right for you. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.